I was quite sad. Um, I was quite shocked really to see really that my other local shop was going to shut down in a couple of weeks because I've been using that shop for many years now. Um, at least since 2003, when I moved here. But um, it's really sad when you start to see local infrastructure around disappearing. And there was a public outrage um, about the whole block where this particular shop is located, which is planned to be knocked down basically and turned into a block of bedsits. And but you know what's going to happen? It's going to end up. It's not going to get developed. It's what's going to happen. It's going to fall through, which is what usually happens. I was talking to my local councillor today, and it said that a private company is supposed to be basically building on this site after the demolition, but it's going to end up much like what happened to our Royal Opera House, because we had a Royal Opera House which was basically left in dereliction, and it ended up catching fire and got waterlogged, and it was in such a state that they ended up demolishing it all because, yeah, it became past the point of repair and everything. So anyway, I'm kind of sidetracking here because I was thinking earlier about how, you see, for many years now we've talked about, well, everybody's kind of talked about use it or lose it, right? Which is the term used for shopping locally, supporting our local businesses. And many people have been, well, I don't know if the word lazy is the right word, but it's technically true because people get their food delivered. They can't be asked to go down to the local shop anymore. And, well, one reason is it's cheaper to buy large amounts of food from the local supermarket, or such as Tesco's and other large shops. But the problem is, what people don't realise is that the corporations, right, at the moment, they're undercutting the little shop, right? They're basically pricing out the little shops, right? So, but once the little shops are gone, what's going to happen is the big shops are going to basically put the prices up, right? So people are basically shooting themselves in the foot, thinking that they're getting a good deal by shopping in the larger superstores, supermarkets. The only reason these big superstores, these big corporate businesses are charging less and undercutting all the little shops is because they want to put the little shops out of business. And when the little shops have gone, there's no competition, because as we know, competition creates, it makes prices get lower, right? But when you've got no competition anymore, prices go up, and that's what's going to happen. So I was talking to a lady who runs a little shop who's planning on closing down, and I was saying to her, well, you see, you've got to have you've got, my arm's getting tired. You've got to have you need to have people who can basically vouch for you and all this. Whatever it make what's the word? Shit, I can't. What's the word now? I can't think of the word. A commitment to you. It's when you like a promissory thing. When you little shops who have a lot of customers, they could easily do that because they've got customers who could pledge. That's it. Pledge is the word. They could pledge their support towards a crowdfunding enterprise. So basically charity or fundraising to help other local businesses, to local shops to survive. Now, if everybody on YouTube, everybody on the internet could get their local businesses they see it as basically dwindling and about to collapse. So the way to spot that is the local shop where you go, are they struggling? And now you can usually see that by the fact that they haven't repainted the shop for God knows how many years, and the paint's flaking off the door frames and everything else, right? So you know for a fact that the shop's struggling because they haven't painted for a long time. And also you see the frustration in the faces of the shopkeepers who are trying. They're trying very hard to make a living, and they're not making a living. They're making pennies instead of pounds. So what people can do in whatever country you are is reach out to your local shopkeepers and say, look, why not set up crowdfunding? Why not set up a donation through a crowdfunding website, and to begin a charity or an organisation of people, getting some people together to raise money to help supplement local businesses, to help them stay in business, help them from going under, stop them from basically going bankrupt. Now that could be done easily, and the local shops have got more than enough customers who they could ask to make a pledge to basically support them, to help local businesses stay afloat, because like they say, use it or lose it, because once these little shops are gone, they're gone for good, and you'll never see them again because people won't be able to afford to run them. And the other point is that the large corporations, once the competition's gone, the prices will go right up, it'll skyrocket. So you won't actually be in a better boat once the little shops are gone. You'll actually be worse off, because then the big corporate shops can actually charge whatever they want. So you will end up with a bad day, because prices will start to go up. You won't be able to afford it. What's keeping prices low right now is competition. And we need competition to keep prices down. Well, unfortunately, it's the little guy, the little shop, that is suffering the hardest, and they're the ones being squeezed out. They say it's survival of the fittest. Well, it's not just that. It's basically keeping the services that we need to be there when you need them, because if they're not there anymore and a large corporate business says, right, we're going to shut all our doors for a holiday for several days, and you've got nowhere else to go, you are totally up the creek. So I just wanted to give my few cents worth or a few pennies worth of thought on this. There are ways that people can help, and they could also work from home if they're using a crowdfunding system. They could also help their local communities by doing this. It doesn't take a lot of effort, really. It just requires a little bit of determination, because there are people out there who don't want to see the end of their local shops, but I think a lot of them don't realise what's happening, because they're shopping online, they're having their food delivered, and they don't see the crumbling infrastructure, because a lot of them don't even go anywhere. They're basically stuck behind a TV, watching TV all day long, and they don't know what's going on outside. Which is sad, it really is, because that's what's happening in this country. It's sad, it's happening everywhere, really. So I just thought I'd make a short video, a live stream, whatever, about my concerns. I mean, we have to try to protect the communities, and we have to keep businesses going somehow. I mean, I think personally the people of this country who basically turned their backs on the local corner shop, I mean, they're going to regret it. They're going to regret it later on once they're all gone, and they're going to wish they were back again. And no one's going to be able to bring them back, because there's not going to be the infrastructure, the finance to bring them back, and nobody's got the willpower to bring them back. and we're going to end up stuck basically with in a corporate system which is, you know, I'm not going to mention any names, but you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, thanks for watching.